Hi guys, Glenn Anderson here. So I just want to do a quick little video on stuff that I keep in my bag for Strongman. Notice I've got quite a big gym bag here. When I first started doing Strongman seriously about 5 or 6 years ago, I used to just go to the gym. So I started off doing powerlifting, I just had a small bag. But then I was advised by someone that does Strongman that you're going to need a bigger bag because over the years, you know, you're going to need different stuff for Strongman. And over the years I have gradually accumulated more and more stuff. So I'm just going to have a quick look. So I've got this harness here, which is basically for truck pulls and sled pulls. So I just put the harness around my body and use that to pull. Little band for warming up and mobilisation. Bigger band, again for mobilisation, face pulls and various other stuff. Weightlifting belt. Tape measure. I use this so that when I'm doing moving events like yoke or farmers, just to measure the distance. The old 60S mouthpiece, if I can get open. I've got to admit I actually very rarely use this. There we are, new age mouthpiece there. I bought it, but I've only used it about 2 or 3 times because I'm not really maxing out anymore. Smelling salts, again for big max lifts. I don't really use that very often, I will be honest, but I probably will be in a couple of weeks when I go for a max deadlift. Explosive vape, spare t-shirt, tea towel to wipe off my sweat. Stopwatch for when I do moving events like yoke or farmers to time myself, or get someone to time me. Another small band for mobilisation and warming up. Another digital timer. This is for when I do pulse squats or pulse deadlifts. So when I'm doing a pulse squat, I can look at the timer and count 1, 2, 3, however long the pulse has to be, and then that way I know that I'm doing honest pauses and I'm being honest with myself. Because you get a lot of people when they do pulse work, they're supposed to pulse for 3 seconds or something, and I only pulse for like half a second. So I try and make it honest as I possibly can do. Wrist wraps, mainly for pressing. My own collars. I don't like the ones they use at the gym, so I've got my own. And I bought these during, I think I bought them during lockdown, or just before then anyway, for when I was training at home. Elbow sleeves, again for pressing, log pressing, axle bench. Knee sleeves for squats and yoke, and sometimes I do use them on deadlifts and all. Figure 8 lifting straps for deadlift. Tape measure. Again, this is either to measure the distance for moving events, or sometimes if I'm doing like box squats or whatever, or if I'm doing like axle holds and I want the bar to be above the ground a certain height, or if I'm doing like block deadlifts and I want to know the exact height. I'm quite a perfectionist when it comes to that, so I need to know exactly how high that bar is off the ground, so I'll use a tape measure and measure it precisely. I don't like guesswork really. Garden gloves, these are normally for medleys, like carrying the keg and stuff and sandbags. Sometimes I use them when I do medleys, sometimes I don't. Half kilo plates. I've actually got 2 pairs of those. I've actually got quite a lot more out there actually. And just batteries really, for just in case my timer goes, I always keep some spare AAA batteries. Foam roller. So I always have 1.5 litres of Lucozade for my workouts to give me energy and keep me hydrated. I always take to the gym 2 1.5 litre bottles of water, or I always make sure I get plenty of fluid. Normally have 3 bananas as well. So normally when I'm training, I'll have the water to begin with, but when I'm going for my big lifts, like big squats or deadlifts or bench press, I'll have the Lucozade and the bananas to give me that energy, and I like them. So that's why I keep the food in. Another band. More sleeves. Skipping rope. Normal straps. Whenever possible, I like to use my figure 8 straps, but some competitions don't allow figure 8 straps, so I've got these spare just in case. I don't like them, but they're there if they have to be. Another lot of bands for warming up. Oh, that's just another t-shirt. Nothing in there. More spare batteries. They should go in there. And in here is the messy bag. Basically weightlifting chalk in here really, to be honest, if I can get it open. I try and keep it close so it don't go everywhere. But there's basically just weightlifting chalk in there. And then I have another bag as well. I only take it with me occasionally, and this in here got my stone sleeves, tacky and tacky remover for when I do Atlas stones, but I keep it at home. I only take it if I'm going to go down and do Atlas stones. So there we are. And the last thing is the pièce de résistance, the old little tripod. I always take this down to the gym with me. I mainly train alone, so I don't normally have a training partner to film my lifts. So I just put it on a tripod and let the tripod do the filming while I do the lifting. Okay, so that's pretty much everything. There's probably a few other things in the way. I've got extra bits out of the conservatory, but this is stuff that I've accumulated over the last 5 or 6 years. I started doing Strongman seriously around 2015, 2016, although I've been lifting for years before that. But like I say, this is a lot of stuff that I've accumulated over the years. There's probably other stuff that I haven't mentioned, but yeah, so that's my Strongman bag, getting bigger and bigger as time goes on. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon for more videos. Peace out.